Doctor tells man he's infertile. Then he demands answers from his wife. From the outside looking in, Richard Mason had the perfect life. A self-made multimillionaire, he was also the father to 3 beautiful boys, but a single trip to the doctor changed everything. With a new diagnosis, he looked back at his life and realized he might actually be living a lie. Surely, Richard thought, the doctor had made a grave mistake. Richard Mason might have a stern look on his face in this photo, but one look at his career and you'd be hard-pressed to find anything worth sulking about. Richard amassed a huge fortune as founder of the popular price comparison website Money Supermarket. And he also had an amazing wife named Kate along for the lavish roller coaster his business venture blessed them with. Richard met Kate when the two were both employed at the same bank. They hit it off almost immediately and soon found themselves at the altar, giving each other smiling I do's. Then the family expanded. 3 gorgeous sons entered their lives not long after they tied the knot. 2 were twins, Ed and Joel, and the oldest was Will. Sadly, the relationship between Richard and Kate wasn't to last a lifetime. After 2 decades of marriage, the couple called it quits. The spark they shared at the beginning fizzled out, and with all 3 kids over the age of 18, they legally brought their journey to an end. However, that didn't stop Richard from finding someone else to fill the loveless void that divorce left in his life. A woman named Emma swooped in and stole his heart, and once again he embarked on a marital adventure. Emma took to the lifestyle Richard provided her with quite easily, enjoying the elegant vacations and the mansion living. But Richard never questioned for a second if Emma was in it for him or for his wealth. Plus, she loved his sons, which was the most important factor. It seemed life resumed to a happy normal yet again for Richard, until it came abruptly crumbling down in 2016. The 55-year-old went in for a routine checkup at the doctor, expecting a brief visit, but after running some tests, Richard was given grave news. He developed cystic fibrosis, a life-threatening lung disease. He was crushed. The doctor then told Richard, "Look, yourself and Emma, you're gonna have difficulty having children because you are, as a man with cystic fibrosis, infertile." But how? He already had 3 kids with his ex-wife Kate. Surely the diagnosis was wrong. He told the doctor, "You must have the diagnosis wrong because I've already got 3 boys." Unfortunately, the doctor knew the test didn't lie, which only meant one thing. The 3 boys Richard raised with Kate weren't his at all. Strangely, he recalled how people always compared the physical features of his sons to Kate and not him. Now, those seemingly innocent comments felt like an unmanageable weight. It was too much to handle. How could this happen to him? Sure, he and Kate fell out of love, but there's no way she was so conniving she kept a secret this big for 2 decades. Now he demanded the truth. Immediately, Richard sent Kate an email demanding to know what happened. But Kate denied everything in her response. It didn't matter, however, the science was irrefutable. Kate had an affair early in their relationship. There was really no correct step to take, but Richard now had a heart-wrenching conversation in his near future with his sons about both the diagnosis and their biological mother's lie. He reached out to his son Will first. Will took the news of the cystic fibrosis rather well, but the second part of the phone call was rough. However, Will knew where it was going. He told Richard, "I'm already ahead of you, Dad. You're saying you're probably not my father." Under the guidance of paternity fraud expert Roger Terrell, Richard took more tests that confirmed he was sterile. Then he, along with his twin sons, submitted DNA for match testing. The results confirmed everything all along. The twins shared none of his DNA. In an interview, Richard admitted it was like being hit by a hammer. It was like the world had just fallen away. Finding out the boys weren't mine was very hard. Kate was not going to get away with what she did to Richard, and he filed a paternity fraud lawsuit. The evidence was clear, and Kate was ordered to pay him $300,000. However, it was a bittersweet victory. The damage to Richard could never be undone. and even today his oldest son refuses to speak to him for taking Kate to court. For a while, Richard hoped the situation was a mistake. After all, he had heard about chimeras.